Hello, hello. J-Pop is back with more Ever17. Alright, we were...
怖い怖いと怖がっていれば何でもないものだってそれっぽく見えてしまうもんよ。
Alright. We were repairing the generator room. We're inside. We're talking with you right now. Talking about ghosts and the girl and things. Let's argue. What about Kanashibari? How do you explain that?
金縛り?
Kanashibari? When you wake up and you can't move. Oh, I hate that feeling. Is that just a person's mind too?
それはきっと縛られたんだよ。寝てる間にね。
They probably can't move because somebody tied them up when they were asleep. Who?
SM 好きの恋人に。
Some S&M freak. As if that could happen.
というのは冗談ね。
I'm kidding, but this is a Japanese VN novel. Why not?
金縛りってのは体は眠っているのに脳は起きている状態のことよ。
Talking about when your body is still asleep but your mind is awake. I do get this once in a great while, and it does freak me out. I guess I have a panic attack. That's probably not it, but I force myself to breathe really hard, and eventually I start breathing and I wake up fully. It is weird though.
だから意識はあっても体は動かないの。
So that even though you're conscious, your body won't move. What about the people that say they wake up and saw a ghost on top of them?
それは目を開いたと思い込んでるだけで本当は夢を見てるの。
They think their eyes are open, but it's really just a dream.
脳は活発に動いてる上に体が思うように動かないっていう恐怖心があるわけだからその2つが重なって
Because the body is fully awake and the body won't do what it's told, a person feels fear. These two things happen at the same time.
いかにも突飛な夢らしい夢をはっきり現実に見たと思ってしまうわけ。
So even the most incredible dream seems like reality.
さっきも言ったでしょ。強く強く思い込むことで現実なんてものは簡単に歪められてしまうの。
I just told you, right? If you really, really believe something, then even reality seems like an illusion.
その顔まだ納得できないって感じね。
So, doesn't look like you're convinced. You can't convince me. I know I saw her. At least I saw something.
まさか僕には霊感があるんだとか言い出さないよね。
Don't go telling me you have special powers to see spirits or anything. Either.
ちょっとマジ？言い出すつもり？
You're not gonna say it, right?
わかったわかった。
Alright, alright.
でも突然薄桃色のエクトプラズムとか吐き出したりしないでね。
But no spinning your head around 360 degrees or spilling out ectoplasmic goo, alright?
あとそれからここでは奨励行為も禁止。
And no supernatural tricks or channeling spirits either, or teleporting, or going through walls, or sawing ladies in half.
ポルターガイストとか起こったらせっかく止めたネジが外れちゃうかもしれないから。
Because if a poltergeist gets loose around here, the screws I just put in could fall out. For not believing this stuff, you sure know a lot about it.
信じてないから詳しいの。
It's because I don't believe in it that I know a lot. I thought it's because I know a lot that I don't believe in it.
私の知識は防御のためにあるんじゃない。
My knowledge is not for defensive purposes.
攻撃のためにあるのよ。
It's for offensive ones. Huh?
つまり幽霊とか超能力とか UFO とかそういうオカルトを信じきっちゃってあっちの世界に行っちゃってる人いるでしょ。
I mean, there are those people that swear by ghosts, the supernatural, UFOs, and that occult stuff. They're completely loony. I'm crazy!
私の知識は彼らをギャフンと言わせるためにあるの。
My knowledge is so I could take them down when I meet them.
ドンバクするために敵の情報を仕入れてるってわけ。
I've stocked up on my enemy information for my verbal debates that I planned ahead of time.
大学で考古学を専攻したのもそのためなんだから。
That's the reason I majored in archaeology. Archaeology? Archaeology? thought that was about digging and looking for artifacts, ruins, and deciphering ancient letters, being Laura Croft and going through tombs and shit like that.
まあね。
Well, maybe. You study in archaeology. It just didn't click. So, what are you studying?
研究なんてそんな大層なものはしてないよ。私はまだ1年生だから基礎授業がほとんどなの。
I'm not doing anything that big. I'm still a freshman, so I'm only taking basic stuff.
教授の講義を聞いたり、実習で発掘調査に参加したりしながら、考古学とは何なのかってやつをみっちり叩き込まれてる最中なわけ。
Just listen to professors lecture and go on excavation surveys. I'm still getting the fundamentals of what is archaeology pounded into my head. Well, that reminds me, speaking of archaeology, have you ever heard of the continent Lemuria? It seems like it is the origin of Lemu's name.
聞いたことあるも何も、嫌っていうほど知ってるよ。
Have I heard of it? I know so much about it, it makes me nuts.
レムリアっていうのは紀元前2億年から5000万年に存在したと言われる幻の大陸のこと。
Lemuria is the phantom continent that is said to have existed from 200 million to 50 million years BC.
その大陸では現代よりもはるかに高度な文明が栄えていたが、何らかの原因により一夜にして海の底へと没したとされている。
On it thrived an ancient civilization that was more advanced than what we have today, but overnight it just slipped down to the bottom of the ocean. You recited it off so fluently that it sounded like she was reading from a textbook. Advanced civilization? Overnight, huh? That sounds just like...
学者の中にはこの大陸こそ人類発祥の地だとか主張してる人もいるらしいけど、
There are some scholars that contend that this continent was the origin of mankind.
まったく何言っちゃってるんだか。そんなことありえるわけないのにね。
But what could they be talking about? That could never happen. You don't believe it?
当たり前でしょ。考古学的にも地質学的にもほとんど根拠がないんだから。
Of course not. Archaeologically and geologically... Alright, I did that. The idea has no basis.
ちゃんとした研究が進むにつれて説得力はどんどん失われていって、もうまともな学問の分野では廃れきってる説なのよ。
The more real research is conducted, the more the theory is shot full of holes. It's no longer a legitimate field of study. Is that right?
現実ってのはね、おとぎ話とは違うの。
Reality is different than a fairy tale.
宗教なんかもそうだけど、神秘主義者たちが熱っぽく語る話ってのは往々にして夢物語なのよ。
Religion is like that too. Any and all those mysterious things that people get all worked up about, they're mostly all make-believe.
そもそも根拠がないんだから何を言っても構わないって発想なんだろうけどさ。
They're all impossible to prove, so who cares what they say? That's the philosophy behind it. I thought that maybe precisely because there was no evidence for or against that what people said was actually packed with meaning. I felt like that because those words were only foothold, the only way to really nail down reality. I absently thought about this for a minute.
ちょっとこのネジ硬い。
This screw is really tight. Let me try. We switched places and I tried twisting the screw into place.
疲れた。肩が凝ったぞなもし。
Oh, I'm beat. My shoulders are stiff and everything. You twisted and stretched. Her back popped loudly. Hey, you know what we were just talking about?
さっきの話？レムリアのこと？
What was that? Oh, Lemuria? Yeah.
ひょっとしたら少年ってこの手の話がものすごく好きだったりする人？
Kid, you're not one of those people that get all into these stories, are you? I don't know about that, but since we've got time to kill, just humor me.
はいはい。で、何でしたっけ？
Alright. What is it? Okay, I wonder if Lemuria angered God and he sent it to the bottom of the ocean. I mean, if the people of Lemuria had such an advanced civilization, maybe God struck them down for their pride or something. Huh? You? Hello?
いけないいけない。危うく私まであっちの世界に行っちゃうとこだったわ。
This is bad. Danger, danger. I'm putting myself in danger of being dragged into lunacy with you.
もっとバカ的にバカ的に。
Stupid, stupid.
よし。これでもう大丈夫。
Alright, I should be fine now. Defense is enabled.
オッケーオッケー。要するに君はバベルの塔と同じだって言いたいわけね。
Okay, okay, I see what you're trying to say. You're saying that it was like the Tower of Babel, right? Boy, I don't know my history, so I fail on that one. Tower of Babel.
旧約聖書の創世記ってお話に出てくる塔のことよ。
Oh, that's not history. I fail even more on being cultured. In the Old Testament, in Genesis, there is this story about this tower.
そのお話の中で人間は自分たちの栄華を誇示するために高い高い塔を作ろうとするの。天にも届かんばかりの巨大な建造物。
In it, people are so proud of their achievements that they build this super high tower, this massive structure that almost reached to the heavens.
でもそんな人間の行為に神様が腹を立ててしまった。
But God was angered by their behavior.
人間の分際で生意気だってね。
God said, I will bring down their pride together with the trickery of their hands. They are impudent.
かくしてその塔は神の力で破壊され、工事は中止させられちゃいましたと。
So God took it upon himself to destroy the tower, and the building stopped, and people spread to all corners of the earth.
これがバベルの塔の神話。
That's the story of the Tower of Babel, in short script. Yeah, that's what I'm talking about. I nodded without stopping my work.
だとしたらそれはきっとシバ神みたいな神様の仕業ね。
There would have to be the work of a god like Shiva. Shiva?
破壊神にして再建の神シバ。
The god of destruction, the second summon you get in Final Fantasy VII.
1000を超える無数の異名と4本の腕、4つの顔、3つの目を持つヒンズー教の三大主神の一人なの。
One of the main three Hindu gods. He has Manju of 1,000 names, hands. Sorry, little Yu-Gi-Oh joke. 4 arms, 4 faces, and 3 eyes.
再生のために自ら世界を破壊してしまう神様なんだけど、
He destroys the world for the purpose of creation.
その破壊が徹底されたものであるほど、次に大きな可能性を秘めた存在が生み出されるらしいの。
The destruction is so thorough that it is contained the seeds or possibility of the next generation. Kind of like starting from square one is better than fixing something already halfway. Something halfway.
多分ね。
Probably something like that.
だからもしレムリアが神様の怒りで海に沈んだとしたら、そんな神様が滅ぼしたんだと思うのよ。
So if Lemuria had pissed off a god enough to sink it to the ocean, then that god would probably have demolished it. Oh, I see. A god that would purge the world of filth by destroying it. A god that damned people drunk with pride and forced rebirth.
ほらほら、手が止まってるぞ。とっとと手を動かす。
Look, you're slowing down. Hurry up and finish up. I'm already done. I had finished putting in all of the screws.
じゃあ今度はこのボルトを閉めて。
Next, tighten these bolts. I handed the screwdriver to her and took the wrench. Somewhere along the line, I've been put in charge of the work. When you pointed the flashlight near me, I saw 3 bolts in the shape of a triangle. Did you say that Shiva has 3 eyes? Uh-huh. That means I put the wrench between my eyebrow. He'd have another eye right here then.
そういうこと。
That's right.
なんでもその第三の目からはこの世のすべてを焼き尽くす浄化の光を放つんだって。
The light from that third eye burns all in the world, purifying it. Wow, that sounds pretty cool. I said that as I tightened the top bolt. But I bet a visit to the optometrist would be a pain.
レンズがもう一つ余計に揺れるんだから好都合だと思うけど。
You'd have to buy another lens, so the optometrist would love it. I thought to myself that making the custom frame is what would cost a fortune, but I didn't dare say it.
まあそれはそれとして
That is enough of that.
世界中の文献を紐解いてみると第三の目っていう概念はシバ神だけに限らず仏教やヨガの世界にも存在してるらしいの。
But the idea of a third eye is not limited to Shiva. It also exists in the world of Buddhism and yoga.
透視能力、遠隔視、スーパービジョン、霊の知覚、未来視、過去視。
Clairvoyance, telescopic vision, ghost sense, the gift of the prophet, the power of seeing the past or future.
神がかり的な力の源であったり、あるいは厳しい修行の末に習得できる超能力だったり、諸説いろいろあるんだけど、それらに共通して言えることは
There are a lot of explanations behind it. Some say it is a gift from the gods, others that you can acquire it from intensive training. But what they all have in common is when the third eye opens, true wisdom is apparent and all becomes visible.
言うなれば人知を超えた存在、超人の象徴ってわけ。
They all have something to do with transcending the realm of the human, becoming superhuman somehow. Real wisdom. Muttering that, I turned to face the bolt again. If I had that, I'd be able to get my memory. Yeah, right. If there really is such a thing, I want one.
欲しいって第三の目を？
You want what? A third eye? Yeah, if I had one, maybe I could see my past, and maybe I'd know who that girl is. Anyway, I'd like to see what it's like.
見たいの？
You want to see? Yeah, maybe I could see something.
じゃあ見せてあげようか。
Shall I give you a look then? What? I looked up, and there was Yu's face. When she gets so close. We were at a distance where we could just about feel each other's breath. The tips of our noses just about touched. That's how close her face was. You?
見たいんでしょ？
You want to see, right? You stared me in the eyes as she said this. I couldn't speak. My legs shook. My heart was beating as fast as it would go. It felt like it would jump right out of my chest.
ほら、よーく見て。
Now, take a good look. You lifted up her bangs and placed her finger on her forehead.
ここにあるでしょ？
Right here, isn't it?
第三の目が。
The third eye. On Yu's face, there was nothing. All I could think about was her nice skin and sweet smell. You grabbed her stomach laughing. Huh? What?
冗談だっぴゃー。
It's a joke. I made a fool of you. What?
おかしすぎるよ。
That was too funny.
ここまでもろに引っかかってくれるなんて君最高だよ。
Who else would take that completely seriously? You're the best. You're so mean, you. You teased me even though you knew how serious I am.
ごめん。少年がまたしても変なこと言い出すからちょっぴりいたずら心が芽生えちゃって。
Sorry, oh I'm so sorry, but you kept saying one crazy thing, I know it says bizarre, after another, so I just couldn't help playing a joke on you.
それにね、あながち嘘でもなかったりするんだよね。
Besides, what I said wasn't really a lie anyway. Saying that, you pointed to her forehead again. What do you mean? I wondered why we had two eyes. Common knowledge had it that physically 2 eyes were enough for gauging the distance to a point or focusing on something. But what would it be like if we really used to have 3 eyes? Actually, the animal ancestors of vertebrates had 3 eyes. Early species of primitive reptiles, like the lizard, that still had a 3rd eye on the top of its head. The 3rd eye. The organ has a similar function to the eyeball that lies on the top of the head. This organ would be sensitive to light of the outside world and control internal hormone secretion and balance based on light. An eye on the crest of one's head would stare straight up. It seems safe to say that it would sense the difference in light between day and night. A right eye, a left eye, and one above. On the eye on the top of the head you stare at the sky. Only we people and higher vertebrates had lost the 3rd eye over a long process of evolution. It had been covered over by the cerebrum. And we lost our ability to sense light directly. Therefore, we had 2 light-sensitive eyeballs, one on each side, instead. We lost 3rd eye was called a pineal body. This had functioned in the brain for eons and was responsible for secreting hormones that helped carve out our 24-hour rhythm. That was called our internal clock. Our internal clocks existed because of this pineal body. That was essentially the rundown that you gave me as I was tightening the bolts.
つまり、第3の目って言っても、人体科学的な意味で考えると何のことはないの。
So the 3rd eye in terms of human Man, I'm having trouble. Anatomically. I know that's wrong. Science is really no big deal.
退化した器官の一つに過ぎないわけで。
It's just an organ we lost through evolution. You mean like an appendix or the webbing between fingers?
そういうこと。
Yep, that's exactly what I mean. I finished with the bolts.
OK。それでこっちの作業は完了だよ。
Okay, well our work here is done.
疲れた。
Oh, I'm tired. We don't even know what's wrong with it. We just put in screws and bolts. We did it. You stretched as she said this. I put both hands on my waist and stretched. We were both drenched in sweat. Hey, I was wondering. Huh? So that occult stuff that you were just telling me about, is for offensive purposes too?
そうね。あれは攻撃のためでも防御のためでもなく。
Well, it's not really for offensive or defensive use.
何の役にも立たない無駄な知識ね。
It's just a load of useless knowledge.
なのに捨てようと思っても捨てられない。
Still, I can't very well just throw it away.
多分、頭の根っこのとこにしっかりと溶接されちゃってるんだと思う。
Maybe it has completely rooted itself into my brain. But you planted it there yourself, right?
とんでもない。
No way.
犯人は母親よ。
My mom's the guilty one. Your mom?
そう。私のお母さん、考古学の研究者なの。
Yes, my mom's an archaeology researcher.
主に第三視点とかいう古い概念のことを専門にしてるらしいんだけど。
Apparently, she's an expert in the ancient concept of the 3rd eye.
とにかくちっちゃな頃からそれ関連の話を子守歌代わりに聞かされ続けてきたのよ。
Anyway, when I was little, instead of lullabies, she told me all of these 3rd eye stories. Wow. The 3rd eye. How about that? I wondered if the 3rd eye could be related to something. I thought I would ask about possible connections, but my mind and body were completely drained. Oh well, I'll save it for next time.
考古学なんて大嫌いだったのに。
I used to hate archaeology. You sighed when she said this.
気がついたらいつの間にか考古学のある学部に進学してた。
But one day, I just woke up and found myself in the archaeology department. Like mother, like daughter.
そんな生優しいもんじゃないと思う。
It's not that simple. Yu's shoulders slumped as she let go a deep sigh again.
これはある種の呪いよ。
It's like some kind of curse. Soon after that, it looked like Takashi and Sarah had finished their work as well. Well, it turned into an adventure, but at least we had finished the repairs. It was just like Sarah had said. The cause of the blackout was the opening of the safety valve due to a drop in air pressure. When pressure from the steam becomes excessive, the valve automatically opens to release the gas and prevent damage. Normally, after releasing a surplus of gas, the valve is designed to shut naturally, but we're only at 1 atmosphere. Because the safety valve never closed, the steam continued leaking. Anyway, that was the gist of the explanation. 20 minutes later, we left the generator room and went to the pipe room. There we opened the valve we had closed before the repairs, and returned to the generator room.
さて、それじゃあ行ってみますか。
So, should we try to fire it up? Takashi whispered the question as we stood in front of the generator switch.
スイッチ入れるぞ。
I'm turning it on. Sarah, you and I nodded silently.
心の準備はできたかな？
You ready? Just do it.
そこ、うるさいよ。
Pipe down, kid.
では、カウントダウンを始めよ
How about a countdown?
う。50秒前。
50 seconds
50
to...
も数えるの？
Huh? From 50...
45秒前。
45 seconds to... Takashi continued, ignoring her.
くらなに、いくらなんでも長すぎるってば。
Takashi, that's too long.
40、39、38、
Counting. It was irritating.
37、36、35、
So irritating.
34。
Click. All 3 of us except Takashi pushed the button.
こら、勝手にスイッチ入れんなよ。まだ34秒前じゃねえか。
Hey, what are you doing? We still have 34 whole fucking seconds to go. Nobody wants to wait 34 seconds, god damn it.
たかだか30秒ちょっとも待てないのか、お前らは。
Guys can't even wait a little more than a simple 30 seconds?
待てるか？
Why wait?
こういうのはだな、ある種の儀式というか形式というか、とにかく非常に大切なことであって。
It's kind of like a ritual. Anyway, it's very important. The lights lit up all at once. Yo, this game feels a bit brighter now. The lights pour down, illuminating even the corners of the room. Oh, I clicked the wrong thing. Oh, did I skip stuff? I don't know. It was like our field of vision had expanded in an instant.
17。
17.
あ？
What?
ちょうどさっきのカウントが17秒前の時、電気がついたの。
The lights came on with 17 seconds left in the countdown.
それがどうかしたの？
What are you talking about?
わかりません。電気がつくまでちょうど17秒だったんですよ。
You don't understand? The power came back on with 17 seconds left to count. I was counting! Oh, I see. Understood what she was trying to say, what she was saying. You mean if we had pushed it at 17 seconds, it would have been just right. Yes.
それは傑作ね。
It would have been something. I wasn't sure if Takashi was over his anger, but he shouldered the heavy toolbox and left the room. We retracted our path until we reached the front of the neutral buoyancy elevator. The frozen tuna's empty eyes were waiting for us. The elevator we had used coming down had already floated up to Swithe stock. But to the left, the floor displayed a lit up with a number 3.
ああ、よっこらどっこいしょっと。
That's heavy. Takashi groaned as he put the toolbox on the floor of the elevator.
おっさんみたい。
You sound like an old man.
うるせえ。どうせお前に比べりゃおっさんだよ、俺は。
Shut up. I am an old man compared to you. While they needled each other and pushed the up button to the next floor. To the next, up the door, whatever. The internal and external watertight doors had already sealed automatically. We could hear air being sent into the ballast, tank under the floor. Finally, the egg-shaped elevator didn't start to float up.
マジ
You serious? The sound beneath the floor had stopped and silence had returned.
またなの？
Not again.
どうしてこうも次から次へと厄介な事態が発生するのかしらね。
Why do we keep running into problem after problem? Knowing it was useless, I pushed the up button repeatedly. Of course, the egg didn't move an inch. Alright, so what do we do now? Oh, what do we do? Just as I said that, a monitor just to the right of the round window flickered to life.
倉成さん、田中さん、松永さん、少年さん。
Takashi? You? Sarah? Kid?
そらお前どこ行ってたんだよ探したんだぞ
Sora, where have you been? We looked everywhere for you.
大変ご迷惑をおかけしました。申し訳ありません。
I'm terribly sorry. Please accept my apologies. The image of Sora in the monitor bowed deeply.
まあ、そんなことはどうでもいいじゃない。
It's not important right now.
ソラ、発電機の方は私たちで直しといたから。
Sora, should we fix the generator?
そのようですね。
Would appear so.
ありがとうございました。本当に。
Thank you so much. Thank you.
でだ分かってると思うけど今俺たちは卵愛の中にいて
I think you know this, Boo. We are in this egg. This EI.
分かっています。
Yes, I know.
愛が動かないのですね。
The eye is not moving, right? Correct?
どうすればいいのかな。
What should we do?
まず、その原因についてなのですが、
First, in regards to the cause,
おそらく内部気圧が減少した関係で、バラストタンク内の海水を十分に排出することができないからだと思われます。
it is likely the result of a decrease in internal air pressure that has made the device incapable of sufficiently expelling the seawater in the ballast tank.
つまり、
In other words, you mean it isn't buoyant enough.
はい、
Correct.
浮上させる方法はいくつか考えられますが、
There are a number of feasible methods for making it rise, but in the end, we've decided to split into pairs to ride the elevator. In line with the principle of Archimedes, if the buoyancy was insufficient, we had to lighten the load. First, Sarah and I got in the EI. Sora and Sugumi were waiting as with a stock.
お二人とも本当にご苦労様でした。
Good work, you two. Sora beamed a welcoming smile at us. Sugumi just stood there, staring at Sarah and me. Next came you. And then the tuna took the elevator to return to our floor. Now, you can't take the tuna up and then just put the tuna in to bring it back down. It wouldn't be heavy enough.
冷たい。
This is cold. I noticed that when Sugumi saw you cradling the frozen fish, she grinned for the first time. Sora, on the other hand,
大丈夫ですか、倉成さん。
Takashi, are you alright? Sora ran up next to the fish in a panic.
先輩、そのマグロ持ってきたんですか？
Naku, you brought along the fish?
大切な食料なんだから当然でしょ。 食べ物を粗末にすると罰が当たるよ。
Of course, it's food after all. Waste not, want not, right?
そんなことよりも倉成さんが
Forget that for now. More importantly, Takashi. Sora was still flustered and babbling next to the fish. I wonder if she really thought that Takashi had turned into a tuna.
私のせいで倉成さんが一体どうしたらいいのでしょう。
This is all my fault. Oh my gosh, what can I do?
お取り込み中申し訳ないんだが
I know you are occupied, but... Huh?
俺の方こそどうしたらいいのでしょうって感じなんですがね
I think the question is more, what should I do? Nearly an hour had passed since the power had gone back online. We gathered in the third floor conference room. Takashi, Sugumi, Sora, you, Sarah, and I, All 6 of us were sitting in chairs just letting time pass. The rescue team still hadn't come. Our situation didn't show any signs of changing. Yawn. Yawn. Yawns. Yawns. Takashi's yawn spread from one person to person. I desperately tried to keep from yawning. Only Sora had her head down and looked as if she were thinking about something. We were bored silly. I hadn't realized that doing nothing could be so hard. Well, I might as well get some exercise. Thinking that, I stood up from the chair.
あれどうしたの
What's up? Sora shot me a question slumped in the chair next to mine. We've got all this time, so I thought I'd go for a little walk.
あ、だったらさ、何か飲み物持ってきてよ。
Oh, in that case, can you bring me back something to drink? Huh? Why was this an in that case thing?
私喉乾いちゃってさ、売店にジュースとか置いてあったよね。
I'm thirsty. I think there was juice in the kiosk, right? I think so.
じゃあ、よろしくね。
Then, okay, thanks. Okay. If I could get to the save, that would be great. Where are you? Right there. Alright. Another episode down. You really likes archaeology. And her mother likes archaeology. And that's pretty much it. Alright. Thank you all. I hope to see you all next episode.